So continuing in my plot twist of a life right there, where I found the power in white people. A blessing and a curse. So the blessing was that it ultimately was the start of me loving myself, right? Taking a look at myself for real. Not all of these things that I wasn't. I was like, oh, but I have this and I have that, and it gave me the opportunity to start looking at the positives that were in me. So that, to me, I was just getting a little emotional because, wow, that's so weird, because this, like, this shit, colorism and the things that I experienced were very, 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 very hard, and me getting choked up and getting a little emotional right now is weird because, as I had stated earlier, maybe that was another video that I did and erased, at the time, I felt like I was being strong in those moments and adapting and learning how to joke back and figuring out and getting tougher, but that shit, that it really affected me, affected me to the point where now in my plot twist, whereas there's that positive, here comes the negative. So now, whereas I had started loving myself, I was not loving my blackness. I was just loving, because now I have my hippie cloak on, and my white goggles, my snow mask. I'm like, I wasn't attaching any of this to being black, and everything became about just the human experience, human, person, woman, girl, man, not color. And I thought that was actually making me a better person in society. I'm not seeing color. I'm focusing on individual traits, And whereas there's some good to that in America, America sees color. So, for the negative, fuck, anything else I said. I took black men, threw them straight into the trash. I threw them all in the trash, and, it was fuck y'all for none of y'all loving me, for none of y'all making me have a vision of a black family, any of what that meant, I was supposed to bring tissues in this. I had this whole fucking, I had this whole thing planned out, but it was like, fuck all of you guys for not doing this, and now praising the white man for loving me, or loving me because I was black. I don't know what the fuck I thought, but it was not good, the way that turned out. And then now, I didn't, so now fast forward to my first real relationship with a white man, who ended up being my husband, and we have a child together. I had never really thought about, let me be real here, right? So back when this conditioning and this self-hatred began, I did say to him, I can almost like feel it and like be there where I was when the day I said to little Antoinette said to herself, you're going to have a child who's going to be light-skinned and have all of the things that you didn't have, so she doesn't experience the same things you had to experience. I said it to myself, you know, and it wasn't until Brandon was the first person I actually verbally said this out to, but I almost never wanted to say it because I felt like somehow that would take away from, negate, you know, who my daughter is and what that is. But, you know, I'm at a different place with that. But we didn't have, I'm lost in the snot and the tears. And me thinking that I want to have a child with a white man, light-skinned man, Spanish man, whatever little Antoinette saw in her mind at that time and cemented in the psyche of who she is, you know, I didn't think of anything negative that my daughter would have to experience based on me making that decision, which, you know, I was young, I was dumb, I was conditioned, I was fucked up. The system then got me. My mind was fucking ridiculous. So now I'm in a better place to kind of like travel through these thoughts and deal with them. But in me doing that and giving her that, it did not remove her from struggle, because at the end of the day, my baby girl is still black, right? So she is now going to experience colorism within the black community, and whatever that experience is going to look like for her, because I don't know. But I do know that colorism is something that is still alive and that is still lit, like it's still well. It's people are watering the seeds, planting new ones every day, and harvesting full gardens of fucking hate and negativity within our own community. So most likely she's going to get it too. So I then in turn saved her from nothing. So, you know, with that being said, I don't even know, like I didn't really flush out the, you know, the conclusion of this, but, you know, my experience growing up with dark skin and experiencing colorism the way that I did, you know, it was exactly what I was supposed to feel in America and being a black person. It was exactly how the system is set up and designed to make someone like me feel. Black is bad, white is right, and it worked. It worked on me. It worked, and that is literally the hardest thing for me to swallow. So now I'm here. I'm in this space where I fell in love with a black man. I'm undoing all of these chains and mental blockages that I have on myself, and I now have to look my past in the face and heal from all of this trauma. It is a lot. It is a lot to carry, but every day I work through anything that comes into my mind that is set up as something the system wanted to implant in here, and my parents didn't have the power or the wherewithal or the education or their own healing and growth to teach me not to get caught up in. So now here I am sitting before you today, a beautiful black 31-year-old woman and mother. And I'm healing myself. I'm healing myself from colorism and the systematic oppression that has been imposed on our people. And it's a lot. It is a lot. And I'm vowing to not try and separate myself from another black person in any way based on colorism. You know, if I'm not fucking with you, I'm not fucking with you because of you, not because of the color of your skin. Bye guys.